supper.
Your Country 1039 KGRT, the band Perry, If I Die Young.
Time now for your question of the day. Brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Markets of Las Cruces. Fresh produce, bread, meat, honey, food trucks, handmade art, music, and more. Every Saturday and Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. downtown Las Cruces.
That's right, time for our question of the day. And, today being Friday the 13th, it's that day. Some people feel that it's unlucky, but a YouGov poll asked Americans if they're afraid of Friday the 13th and found that nearly half say they are a little spooked. Those who are 25 to 34 years old are the most anxious about it, with about a quarter of them saying they are very superstitious about this day. The over 55 crowd is the least superstitious group. Why? Because we saw all the movies, probably. Yeah. I will say this. First, Friday the 13th movie, really, really good. After that, it just slowly gets worse and worse. By the time Jason made it to space, I think it was pretty much done there. But it is Friday the 13th, and there are some people that are afraid of it. Some people have a lot of different fears that are out there. So my question for you today is, what fear would you like to conquer? Yeah, what fear, you're afraid of something, you just like to get rid of that fear and not have to worry about it at all. I will say that I would very much like to conquer a fear of heights, okay? I get scared getting on a ladder, changing a light bulb. That's how weird it is. Probably has something to do with my ears and balance and all that other stuff like that. But I will tell you this story. One time, I climbed a tree. I got scared. I couldn't get down from the tree. I was stuck in the tree. I started yelling for my mom to help me because I was stuck in this tree in the backyard. And I'm like, Mom, help me. And then my mom came over, and I found out that the tree was basically up to her shoulders. By the way, my mom is not a very tall person, so she had to help me get out of the tree. It was 5 feet up in the air. Yeah. Heights, I would definitely love to conquer that fear right there. Well, what about you? Go ahead and let me know your answers for our question of the day. Friday the 13th, what fear would you like to conquer? Let me know your answers by giving me a call or sending that text message, 575-523-KGRT. As always, we are live on our social media pages as well, Facebook and YouTube, so you can go there and leave your comments. I just got a text message in, and it said someone would like to conquer the fear of 200 miles an hour. I kind of feel that one a little bit. The fastest I've ever gone, maybe about 135, 140, and, that was a little scary for me. But 200 miles an hour, whew, that is flying. But, let me know your answers. Our question of the day today, what fear would you like to conquer? Your question of the day is brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. Okay, that's good. That's good. And there you go. We are exclusively live on our social media pages today. Let's see. Hector has chimed in, and he says that he's with me. Heights is the absolute death of me. I am so afraid of heights, and this is like the weird thing. I've said this about video games before, that I don't get Minecraft because here we spend all these years working on trying to get the most realistic graphics for video games, and Minecraft comes along with its 8-bit graphics and just kills it. Everybody loves it. And what is the purpose of the game? I still haven't figured that one out. And now they're going to have a movie coming out too. If you've seen the trailer, you know what I'm talking about. But I was playing a game once. I believe it might have been like Destiny 1 or 2. But there's this scene where you have to cross this little bridge, and there's an ocean and very, very high up in the air. And I got that feeling in my knees just from playing that video game. That's how afraid of heights I am. So you and me, Hector, that would be really good. And then I could, actually walk over a bridge or something like that, or maybe even one of those, walkways to go over the street without getting freaked out. It happens. It does. Well, let me know your answers for our question of the day today. What fear would you like to conquer? While we're waiting for those answers, go ahead and see what's going on in and around the world. It is Friday the 13th. Krispy Kreme apparently celebrating that day by, selling their, I guess, what is it, a dozen original glazed donuts for just 13 cents with the purchase of any dozen Mini donuts. That's worth it for sure. Also saw that some animal rescues and shelters are waiving and slashing adoption fees for black cats in honor of Friday the 13th. Yeah, let us hold up our black cats in honor in general. Also saw that Life Cereal has recently revived their iconic Mikey character for a new ad campaign. Mikey became a global icon after his brothers proclaimed that he likes it. Hey, Mikey, remember those commercials? Also saw that Michael Jordan has launched a new tequila called Celebrates New Añejo Cristalino. Tequila is produced in Jalisco, Mexico, which is mandatory, features hints of citrus and agave, and is aged in ex-Tennessee whiskey barrels. Tequila with a little bit of that whiskey kind of smoke in there. That actually sounds delicious. I'm not going to lie. And I saw that Billboard magazine says that ELF and Tinder have launched a limited edition beauty kit because apparently it's needed. It's one of those things I did not see that would come there. Well, my friends, we are looking for answers for your question of the day. Go ahead and let me know, 575-523-KGRT. Call them in, text them in, leave your comments like Hector. Oh, I just got another comment from Hector. I'd go to the ridiculous and just jump off the Hell in a Cell cage like Shane McMahon did in WrestleMania 32. Well, at least jumping off, voluntarily as opposed to getting thrown off a la Undertaker and Mankind. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And what else? Oh, speaking of Jordan. Wow. That'll be interesting. Okay. We'll talk about that one later. Once again, looking for answers for your question of the day today. And that is very simply, Friday the 13th. A lot of people are scared of that for some reason. Kind of scared of the first movie, not so much after that. But what fear would you like to conquer? Let me know your answers for our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of